We've been at this for months. It feels like a lifetime.
Lost my family back in the city. You know, I never thought I'd see the day.
Lost my wife. And my kids. It's messed up, man.
Answer didn't make it. He got torn apart right in front of me. We need a new plan. We need to get someplace with supplies, and we need to get someplace we can fortify away from all this.
Came across this couple, a guy named Rick and his friend Michonne. She was a real badass. And I'm telling you, they're not just scraping by, they are out there surviving. They are doing it. I think we gotta try to link up with them.
Do you remember where?
A few days walk west of here, I think.
Yeah, I like that plan. You know, we meet up with them. They've got to have a community. You know, food, water, radios, transportation. They've got to have something if they're surviving like that.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people been making their way towards the Midwest.
I hear Nebraska's nice.
Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, the time has finally arrived. We couldn't be more excited. The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. This is, of course, Season 1, Episode 1, and I am just beyond excited for this. We've seen the trailers. We've seen the teasers. I want to see the actual show.
It's been a long, long wait. We are spoiled here on this channel with so much stuff that we do that we get to go episode, film, but we have had to wait for Rick and Michonne. It is time. I am pumped. Oh, God, he's just going to be...
Please. I beg. It's already done. It's already done, but I beg that this is done right. I beg that this is done well. I hope this is not the final 6 episodes for these two.
Too much.
I mean, if it's for the ones who, for the show title, if it's the final 6, great. But it better not be the end of these two, because we still got more story to tell, especially more than 6 episodes. Hopefully you enjoyed that beginning of our little bit in the intro. We're pumped! Let's go!
I tried. Please, no. I tried.
I can't believe it.
Is he watching an old newscast? No, that's new.
I'm intelligence.
They have TV. Oh!
Rick?
Oh! He's thinking about it.
Ah, it gives me flashbacks to when he was under the tank in the first episode.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Here we
Love
go.
it.
So
Good job. Oh, what's this intro going to be like?
CRM has TV, radio, windmills, and
Oh, look at how they're doing this. Portland, Omaha, yep.
Here Nebraska's nice.
Love this intro.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the music they used at the end of the last episode.
Yep, it is. Oh, look who's on the creators.
Yeah, so Denai was
they're
saying
both a part of
her,
it.
Andy, and Gimple
Andy.
spent the last couple years writing this. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, this is a shot from the trailer. It's pretty epic.
Oh, we're getting right into this.
Okay, so Rick has both hands right here.
Eliminating the
Oh, so
advance
they're
of ignited delts.
clamped
You
on.
are protecting crops and food stores for over 200,000 people.
Wow.
You are now speeding
Yeah,
up
they
your
got to
path to
protect the
citizenship.
cornfields.
Ah, speeding up your path to citizenship. He's
Oh, he's got it tethered. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, I wouldn't want an axe as a weapon. I'm thinking Michonne's katana.
Wow, that is crazy that they have a
See, that was
tether
the
on
shot in
him.
the trailer, so he
Yep.
did have his hand. Oh, are these going to be variants?
We'll see if they start ducking.
Sorry. Trying to find my axe.
Oh, he's gonna
He's
cut.
going to put it on the walker.
Jesus, this is where he
What?
loses
Oh!
his hand. They're fucking doing it. They're doing it.
Oh my God, they are.
I'm going to need it like a salami slice.
About a 45 degree.
This is how.
Nope.
Oh!
Jesus fucking Christ. they
Come
did it.
on. They did it. Come on.
I can't even be that disappointed because of the way we saw shit in the trailer, but I am disappointed.
He is going to...
But
Oh, buddy, you're gonna have to cauterize. He might as well just cauterize his arm on one of the.
well, he tried doing it with the belt, but he didn't.
Yeah.
He rushed everything.
No, I mean he cut off the.
Yeah,
but
he's going to do it.
cauterize.
He's going to do it now.
Cauterize.
That's what he's going to do.
Cauterize,
That's what he's gonna do now.
They gave us our answer in like the first minute of the show.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He doesn't escape,
Yeah,
so he
that's
loses
kind
his
of-
hand all
That's what
from
I'm saying. That's kind of a bummer. Ah, boy, we can really talk about this later.
Wow.
I can't. I still can't. I'll talk about it in review, but it's interesting they decided to do that now.
Well, they had to show he would do anything to get back.
Yeah, and I
because
get that.
everybody was saying, well, what would keep Rick for so long?
Oh, shit.
Excuse me?
I'm not from around here. I'm lost and I'm late for work. Do you know, cartography?
I don't.
That's where I need to be, but I don't know where I am.
His accent sound a little different to you?
A little, it does, yeah.
You'll get there. I believe in you.
Do you mind if I just
Thought you're late for work, Rick.
work around here?
I do. It's not where I want to be. Are you where you want to be?
Yeah.
Smooth. Well, you're always smooth in a dream sequence.
That's right. It always works.
Actually, or not. Sometimes that's when you're the most awkward, is in dreams. Oh no.
All that speculation.
They gave it to us first.
Minute, basically.
I always thought I would wait to tell you everything when we were finally back together. But I have to tell you now, I can't face everything. This is most of it, but all of it, it was always about getting back to you. What happened on the bridge, I didn't think I'd survive. And I woke up in a military hospital. An army found me, a force of thousands, protecting a working, hidden city of hundreds of thousands. Security
Wow.
and secrecy above all. That's the army's code, so no one can leave, ever.
Right there.
Yep.
It follows that one rule, that law from outside the walls. They work in the outskirts, killing walkers for energy. After 6 years of it to get into the city, called consignees. I was one of them, but I was never gonna go in. I was gonna get away.
Oh, their tools are designed to. They can twist it and pull them out.
Yep.
Could have used the other hand, huh?
They were showing that for something.
Could have used the other hand. I think that was kind
Yeah.
of.
I came down here because I spoke with Major General Bill. Oh, lucky you got a friend in high places. Rick Galabi, the head of what is likely the most powerful military on the planet, on your behalf.
What happened to your forehead?
Someone like you happened. You think that staying out there gives you a better chance to get in the way? It doesn't. It just gives you another chance to die.
I'm going back to work. First time I tried, the army didn't know what to do with me. Because no one tries to escape. No one wants to. But they put me in jail, kill me. A lieutenant colonel named Okafor. He convinced them to keep me a consignee, and I kept trying to escape. I kept trying to get away, so they put me on a leash when we went out into the world. I couldn't get away. I couldn't get back to you.
Just one after the
Yeah.
next after the next.
Kind of holding that thing like a pencil. People cheering him on back there behind him.
Look at the
Okafor
tips.
protected me because he said he saw something in me. He wanted me to join his program, to join their army.
I keep on telling you, people like us, there's no escape for the living. It's time to accept things for what they are. It cost your hand last time. Next time, it's your life. Do something with it.
Digging it so far. That was a great way to catch us up to speed.
Yep.
I should thank you instead of throwing glasses at you. You showed me I can't get away.
Cheers.
Oh,
Yep.
another shot from the trailer.
You really did that shit for real, huh?
Hey, Esteban.
Can I touch it? Nah, just playing. Jokes, man. Okay, so for like 2 years, you didn't even talk to me or anybody. Took a while, but we got something now. That hidden city, for us consignees, though, we see that good life, man. No, they got air conditioning, man. Air conditioning. No more swamp ass, you feel me? This is my last day out here working utilities. I'm gonna be in there. Deputy manager of Water and Power of Ward 3. My consignment is over. I'm about to be inside the walls, bitch. A citizen.
I should have got you a gift.
Come on, Rick, what the hell are you gonna get me? A foul? At least this Okafor dude is gonna stop trying to make you into a soldier and shit. I mean, even after you, shit, man, you might as well sign up just to get him off your back. You know, and then make your next move when you're out there scavenging for twine or some shit.
Scavenging for twine. He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
I got a girl, man, on the inside.
Damn, why didn't I do this before I cut my hand off?
Oh, so they're letting us know a lot of the guys in the military don't make it back.
Yep.
Oh, whoa. It's a pretty cool prosthetic.
Training programs to fly. Giving him all the tools he needs to escape.
If I can find the right one, could change things.
There he is,
There
General
he is.
Beale.
There's our guy.
Is this the end of it?
Whoa.
Oh, he can
The
fly a
start of something
helicopter.
else?
It's the end. And the start.
Yes!
It's just like Merle.
2.0 right
Yeah.
there.
Well, I can't be. I do eat here every day.
Around this time,
You're pretty eager, aren't you?
maybe you are too.
Oh. I'm not.
The way
Can
you
I at
said it.
least?
Come on, Rick. Class is in session.
Oh, so he's got the full rig on his arm.
Yeah.
He doesn't have his like military glove on.
It was a soldier.
He was. I was going to hold this in a briefing room, but what we're going to talk about, that would be neither safe nor appropriate. You both have been training for a year. You're both soldiers now, but you don't actually think all of this was about you two just becoming soldiers. About you two becoming leaders.
Try to escape 4 times. I did this.
I tried to kill you.
Two of you can help me change things from the inside.
Why does it need to be anything else? The city lives, it runs itself, the CRM runs the world outside. Everything is working where nothing else has.
People can't leave.
No one's free. The CRM designates people they find as A's and
Here we go.
B's. A's have a strength. A's will die for what they believe in. People follow A's. The few we bring in, they're classified as B's. Everyday people who are just trying to survive. B's get in. A's are sent away and killed, except you two.
Makes sense from in the helicopter.
Remember that was mentioned
Yeah.
in World Beyond.
Yep.
All the other secrets you'll receive when you move up the ranks, and you'll receive the echelon briefing.
Fuck the ranks.
The echelon briefing?
That's when you get all the info, the whys.
Do they want us to be leaders? Do they even know about this? Tonight, telling us about A's and B's.
No, this is just me. I believe that A's will become soldiers, become leaders, or the only thing that could possibly change the CRM.
We share with the higher-ups that you're saying these things.
Don't say we.
If I'm an A, Why do you even think I'm gonna go along with all of this?
Because I believe if either one of you had a chance to save the world, you would.
You wanted to change things, change the army without them even knowing it. I'd play along, but it wasn't my fight.
You throw this wee shit around again, I'll end you.
Good luck.
Yeah, I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Shot at him, just missed.
You gonna shoot me too, Thorn?
I was in the South African Navy. Served on submarines. I used to play poker on the subs. Have the best tournaments in the world in Las Vegas, so I went there to try my luck. I didn't play a single hand before the lights went out, which tells me my luck is apparently shit. He found me in the Atlantic Ocean. I was half dead. It's my fourth time trying to get back since the start. I know why you've done what you've done. Trying to escape, taking your hand off. There's someone you love out there. Somewhere deep inside, I knew I wasn't making it back to Cape Town alive. Now, I don't give a shit about what game you play. You heard what he said should have happened to us. The rest, the life before, it's all gone. This is all you have left to. The person you were trying to get back to.
He's not gone. They're not gone.
She isn't. They aren't. We are.
Oh, that's a good way to look at it.
It's an interesting point of view.
Let's go have a drink before we kill each other.
I like how they wrote her because I don't know how to trust her if I can just yet, just by based off that speech. I like it.
Jeez.
Oh, another scene from the trailer there.
Portland and Omaha. All three cities became an alliance, even though two don't know where the third is.
Life surrounded by death, all in one view. Isn't that right? Major General Beale. Have a seat, Grimes.
Look at Rick play
Just
the game.
Falling right in line.
Playing the game.
It's like he's talking to Negan.
Another thing we have over Portland and Omaha in our alliance of three is unlike them, we're fairly well hidden without much effort.
I saw what federal forces did to Atlanta. They used napalm.
Monsters. But this force, as the Pennsylvania National Guard at the time, we stopped them.
How, sir?
Sacrifice. Man, Okafor. He was with their Air Force. He was supposed to bomb the city, but instead, he bombed 4,000 Marines,
Whoa.
staging at Lincoln Financial Field.
Whoa.
He switched sides.
Wow.
You and Thorne never would have been allowed into the CRM, but Okafor made a compelling argument. Let me ask you a question, Grimes. I don't expect you to answer, and you don't have to. I'm just going to ask it and look in your eyes. Is Okafor up to anything I should know about? No.
That might as well be a yes.
How did you survive?
Sacrifice.
You tried to escape 4 times. Why are you here? Or is all this just another attempt to escape?
Look in my eyes, sir. You tell me.
This dude with a beard looks like a different person. Like, so badass.
Everything was about secrets. And then there were the soldiers with those blood-red stripes, keeping what they did a secret to the whole force. Secrets on secrets. And the only thing I cared about was holding on to mine.
There's a reckoning coming. And it's coming soon. They have the power, they have the responsibility to change everything. Face it.
He's
and
doing
I
his
know
escape right now.
He's gearing up for it, yeah.
at that defining moment, you'll make the right choice.
Rick Grimes.
Esteban Garcia.
How the hell you even here if it's not a furlough day? You joined the CRM.
The tunnel under this manhole.
I am senior level water and power now, okay? I
I
can't just...
have to keep trying. I'm getting there. I'm getting home. Or I'm dying. That's it.
Even if I did tell you shit, the shit I would tell you would definitely not be that this tunnel would take you due east to a junction about a mile out. And there happened to be a padlock grate there. I 100% wouldn't tell you that the code to open it's 4399. I said, I get it, right? But you don't have to die, man. So don't die, okay?
This is good. Good guy.
They're always making his
Yeah.
Think he's got an extra one of those hands?
Hey, that might have been a one-off.
After all the years of training and the talks with Okafor, I found a way back to you. I got a walker body, cut off its hand, left it with my dog tags. The corpse would burn, so I had to make sure they thought I was dead.
Way to draw him in.
No way he escapes in episode 1, dude. No way.
Might. Sure be a lot easier to escape if he had that hand, though.
Well, they've done a pretty good job of showing us that it's not hindering him, which was one of my big concerns. Oh boy.
He's gonna go boom.
No.
Oh, come.
Damn it.
He can't put the pin back in. He's only got one hand.
Oh, what a twist!
Boy, it sure looked like he got bit on his right hand. I mean, I know he didn't, but...
Didn't it?
No, he did, but I think he's wearing all the
Oh,
gear
that's
to-
right. He's got the jackets.
Now they're gonna want to know what he was doing over here.
Oh,
I saw the whole thing.
Evacuee located the child.
Cute, my mommy.
Oh.
He's a good man, and we're from a good place. We can't be out here.
Said to ask for help. I'm asking.
I am helping you. He would have found you. He knows about you, Grimes.
Oh boy.
I mean, the way he timed everything, he had to have done it then.
Yeah, right then and there. Everything had to be perfect.
Better go get your tags back.
Well.
Wake up.
Oh.
The hell do you know about me?
I think of the dead all the time.
All his
You've been
letters.
taking the notes.
Her name. I went to Red Island to find the bottle. That was her on the phone, right? Yeah, I looked through those too. The child was your daughter, right?
Who fucking knows?
Michonne is an unusual name. Maybe I shouldn't have told Thorne I know things about you, but she tells me things.
Oh.
You are my charge. I'm the one who'd have to kill you and Michonne and anyone else you ran to out there just knowing about this.
Oh.
Ooh, right to the jaw.
It's in my city. Those aren't my people. This isn't everything! You don't get to choose for the world. You don't get to choose for me.
I don't. You made the choice.
My wife is my choice. My daughter, my life is my choice. You think I went what I went through? Let anyone choose anything from me. Some goddamn good soldier with nothing. Oh.
Oh, Rick, he suckered you in on that
Yeah,
one.
he did.
I lost everything. I bombed Atlanta and
Oh,
I bombed
it was
Los
him.
Angeles, and I was en route to do the same to Philadelphia. A Marine named Estelle, that was my wife, and she didn't want to go in to liquidate all the people I didn't manage to liquidate. We didn't want to see, Rick, another city die for nothing. And I killed my wife.
Oh. That's the one
And
that he
4,000
dropped.
other people. And we saved hundreds of thousands, maybe the whole world, with her choice.
Oh.
Gee, I wonder which one's gonna win.
Yeah.
Do it.
I won't.
He sees the
Is Rick
motivation.
gonna take him out?
They're still with you. You already made the choice.
I think Rick's gonna... Oh, I thought Rick was gonna come up and give him
They
one.
tease that. That's for sure tease, because you don't just...
You're gonna help convert a college and the Cascades to a forward operating base over the next 12 months. You and Thorne will be project leads as you're getting in. This is the start of your path to the higher echelons of power.
I don't want power.
You already have it.
Oh.
I thought he was gonna
I think he's trying to tell him power is what you need to
To
where
get
you wanna
away.
go.
where you want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least that's how I'm taking it anyway.
Same.
If you want to be able to get out, like this is what you have to do.
Yep. Got to get a high enough rank.
Major General Beale initiated a CRM reconnaissance mission to ascertain the status of Omaha. And they have learned that we are now an alliance of two.
Oh, they know about him now.
And with it, nearly 90,000 soldiers.
Wow.
Dead mass. Bullshit.
Something else.
You think people did this?
I don't know who did this. This is the place that will create the future, and Portland needs to follow our lead. That girl that you saved, those dolls you killed at the manor, that was our mother and father. And then the girl said that one day the dead was inside, and then everyone was dead. The people she knew, they tore themselves up trying to get to her. She wound up covered in their blood and their organs.
And she was covered.
Yep, and she was covered.
So she just walked. We all want to be somewhere else with someone else. But we got stuck in that right place. And you were going to see that someday. I'm not sorry. I saved your life.
You didn't save my life.
I wouldn't have missed Grimes.
There's the glass.
Yep, there it is.
At least there's one more good man in this world. One more good man to try and save the world. Whether he wants to or not.
And here we are, back to the
Getting
beginning.
caught up. Boy, the music has been incredible this episode.
Love the way this was shot. Right there.
Was that a flashback of his old house from the first
I
season?
thought about ending it. Then it would just be nothing, wouldn't it? I couldn't do it, but I still decided to die. This is my last one. The last letter I write to you that you'll never see. I love you. I don't see you anymore. I just see what's ahead.
That transition with
What I have to do, what I can do to help save the world.
now it's winter.
Even if you don't know I ever did that. I love you so much.
Oh.
Please just know I tried.
Holy shit, he committed.
He's finally broken.
Yeah, and he committed.
Yep.
But I failed.
So if you want this bench to yourself, I could take this large pizza past the big blue building and eat it alone at my miserable desk at my miserable job.
I do believe in you, and I do like pizza. You're not stuck anywhere. We can make this whole damn world ours if we want to.
What if I came here one day with 5 pizzas and a wedding ring?
I think you should do that.
Well, he still has dreams.
Yep. Lori's like, he never brought me 5 pizzas.
I believe in you.
Oh, all the flashbacks here.
Thanks for taking us up the coast. I like the way you flying. You rarely say shit these days, Rick.
I've been thinking about this night. 7 years old. Couldn't sleep. So I went to get some water.
I ran into my
Old house.
brother.
Squeaky floorboards.
That's what it
trying
is.
not to wake my family. And I saw a light in the kitchen.
Wow, at 7?
Then my dad was there.
Brother?
He's gonna mention his brother.
Half his body was burned. He said I didn't need to be scared. The flames are protecting the plants for the next harvest. He said it may look like the end of the world,
Okay.
but it's only just the beginning. He was so certain. It made me calm. I believed him. He got a new barn. Next year, the harvest was the best it ever was. Years later, after my dad died, my mother told me that he'd lit the fire. The farm was gonna fail, and what he did saved it. And it just rocked me. I thought he was the most honest man I knew. My mother said what he did wasn't right, that the scars and the pain, it just reminded him that he saved us. I'm in.
You know, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I still don't know how it's all gonna work out, so I'll tell you one more secret. When you get to that point, swear on a sword. You know.
Oh. 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 Holy cow.
What? What?
Is that a projectile with a BOM in it?
There's another one.
Oh, they're
What's he
getting
getting
attacked.
hit by? Artillery?
No, there's someone's shooting stuff at him.
RPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I was not expecting that. I was
No.
actually starting to dig Okafor.
Oh.
Hey, all things considered, great landing.
Yeah. Could have been way worse. You're taking artillery fire.
Prepare to engage.
Oh.
Oh, so their rifles have the spikes on
Yeah, the
them.
plunger
The
thing.
plungers,
Yeah.
yeah.
Got 2 red shirts with them. What kind of weaponry would make that noise? It's like that whistling and then it goes off.
I don't know.
Oh, hey, didn't Michonne have some? Michonne! Yeah, remember she had the rocket launcher in the trailer.
That's right, she
There's
did.
no
She has no
way.
idea that's Rick, and look, that's her.
Yep, it totally her.
Holy shit.
He's got to turn around and take the helmet off.
Take the helmet off, Michonne.
No way.
Holy shit,
Come
Michonne.
on. Oh, wow. That's how it happens. That's how they get
She
reunited.
took out Okafor. The one guy Rick needed.
The whole helicopter, everything. Wow.
Come on! What?
Oh,
We can't.
What?
no spoilers. Yes.
Holy
Oh.
Hey, Gimple, Andy, denied. Fucking bravo! Bravo! Fucking bravo!
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
That's how it happens.
Bravo!
Rocket launcher takes out the helicopter. That's how they get reunited. All the speculation is over. Yes, Rick no longer has a hand. That's how they met back up. Unbelievable. Diamond Dave, you're fired up for this as I've ever seen you. Why don't you go ahead and take this one away?
I might need a minute, but okay, so folks, you're getting us right literally seconds after this is done.
Raw.
If you're watching this on YouTube, you again, there's no cut. We didn't take a break. We're going right into it. Patreon, YouTube members know this.
Wow.
First off, bravo, Andy, Denai, and Gimple. Gimple, I'm throwing you flowers right now. Just throwing them, all right? Good job. Let me start off with the hand. I was really concerned because, look, we did the trailer. We saw the nub. You all heard me say I was really disliking if that was going to happen. My main concern about that is now you took... Why, in my head, why didn't you just do it in season 3 or 4 when the governor was around? Because the governor's the one who took his hand in the comics, right? Why didn't you do it then? But over the course of the seasons, we've had Lydia lose an arm, we've had Herschel lose a leg, we've had Merle lose his hand, we had Aaron lose a hand, and I'm maybe forgetting one or two others.
Merle?
Well, I said Merle.
Oh, okay.
So it just became repetitive, right? So at this stage of the game, I didn't want that happening because it's been done a lot. Now, I know they're calling back to the comics because the governor took his hand. And also on top of that, I was worried like, oh, great, Rick isn't going to do anything. Like, we're not getting Super Rick back from season 5. What the hell is he going to do with one hand? They did an excellent job of showing us that losing his hand, he only got better.
Well, he still can't use his revolver. So.
Well, he's not having that until at least the end of the season. So it doesn't. I don't care about the revolver, but the way they constructed that hand to be a Merle 2.0, genius. To show us the training training montage for lack of better words right now, was fantastic. To show us the audience that hey, we're not making Rick lose anything from where he was. If anything, he gained more because of all that training. The military fighting, the military intelligence. Rick is actually, you can make an argument, better than he was in any season prior. So there's that. So I feel better now knowing that what they just showed us and what just transpired, fantastic. You know, it was good to see. It seems like all the crew's back. We had Anne, we had Denise, the producers. We've had Gimple. We've had now, of course, Andy and I as writers and executive producers. It seems like the whole crew's back. And I'll tell you this, from the movie announcement to now, to me, it paid off. All right. I was just hoping for something good because the way everything transpired from, hey, we're doing movies.
Yeah,
and then, of course, 2020 happened. Then they had to, circle the wagons back and Denai and said some interviews that, hey, we're meeting in hotels, we're writing, we're calling each other, we're writing. So, again, bravo for a hell of a banger for episode 1 here. The dude, I forgot his name already, the power and water management manager, Esteban.
He was great.
He's great. What a way for him to introduce him. Now, granted, it's been in sections to give us little pieces to the story. I'm sure we're going to get more of him. The way you guys, Andy, Denai, and Scott, did the basically catch up for what Rick was gone. Now, some I could probably see having some nitpicks of like, well, that was just too fast. There's a lot of story. You're not wrong. There's a lot of story to be told in that 5 years. But
6 episodes only.
I know. We only got 6 episodes. So I thought for the 6 episodes that we have to do a catch-up, I thought they did a fantastic job of that. The Merle 2.0 hand, again, genius with the sword, because now, again, that just adds more power for Rick, because I was worried about walkers. Like, he's just going to do this. That's all he's going to do.
He's got.
That's all he's going to do, but now he's got that. And this whole episode, I got the theme. I think they beat it in our heads pretty good. Secrets. Because everyone had a secret. And at the end, like Okafor to me, when they were his character arc in this was really good, I thought. I was actually... It was just his patience out of everything. And then his story, when him and Rick were fighting, was also interesting. With, I took out the Marines. I had to take out my wife so 200,000+ could live. And maybe even the world has been saved because of that. Yep. I found that interesting. The reveal of, I took the napalm to Atlanta. What a callback to season 1. There was a couple things that I saw in here, too, that were callbacks to season 1. That ending, though. What a banger. I did not... we should have known right away because we saw in the trailer Michonne have that launcher into the walkers, that massive walkers. Yep. The second that hit Okafor, we should have known. But, of course, didn't hit me until like 6 more came that, oh, yeah, she had a rocket launcher of some sorts. I'm probably forgetting some stuff, but I'm going to shut up now because I want these guys to talk. But... God damn, it's good to have Andy and Denai back. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back.
Yeah, this was a fun episode to come back to the world. It's been so long since we've seen Rick Grimes, and it just gives you an appreciation for how good of an actor that Andy Lincoln is. Again, just absolutely crushed it on this episode. I really liked the music and the sound effects on this episode. I thought it was very good. I'm going to part ways with Diamond Dave here a little bit. I think it was stupid taking Rick's hand. I still don't like it. I know why they did it, but to me it's stupid. You would never put the chain on him to keep him in line on his hand. How is he supposed to fight if you've got this chain on his hand as his leash? You'd put it around his waist. It makes no sense. I think taking the hand off was... They needed something impactful to show that Rick would do anything to get back, and I get that. But logistically and character-wise, I think it's stupid taking the hand off. I know a lot of you are going to maybe disagree with me. Maybe some of you would agree with me. But I think, like Diamond Dave alluded to, we had seen it so many times. And again, I get the sacrifice of having to do it, but logistically, I don't like how it was done. To me,
I want to highlight, I'm not a fan of it either, but at this point, I accept it.
Right, and I think you like the way it was done, as do I. I like the way it was done, but I don't like that they did it. So, all right, all the hand talk can finally be done with. There's been speculation for months on that, so that's done and over with. The 2 characters I really liked here was Esteban and Okafor. I liked how Esteban was a very much a comforting character for Rick. It showed him, he talked to him for 2 years before Rick even said anything. And the way that actor was able to portray what he did, and the bit of comic relief saying, well, I would definitely tell you the tunnel doesn't go east. And I would definitely tell you that the password's not 4399. I thought that was excellent. And again, I think with this show, I'm going to be bouncing around here a little bit, but I think with this show, when they started, I think they wanted something every bit as shocking as episode 1-1 of The Walking Dead, where Rick comes out of the gas station, sees the little girl zombie coming at him, and pulls out the Colt. I think they wanted something to be shocking of that level, and I think Rick taking his hand off was what they wanted. So, again...
By the way, you mentioned the little girl there?
Yep.
So to me, that was one of the nuggets of season 1 where we had the dead little girl. Now, Rick's first reappearance again, we had a living little girl.
And her story was incredible too. And the actress who played Thorne, Leslie Ann Brandt, did a really good job of the limited screen time she had with being able to paint a picture of inside the museum and how she lived. So that was really good. The whole situation that they're living in, it almost kind of gave me a little bit of a vibe of Chernobyl that we recently did, because the way that everybody had to kind of work their way up through levels, secrets everywhere, everybody had an ulterior motive. The whole CRM living area, it felt very much like a Soviet Russia, or because we watched Chernobyl, it had that vibe to it for me. Again, maybe I'm off, maybe I'm not. Would love to hear your comments. And the fight with Okafor and Rick, this will be the last thing that I cover here before I kick it over to Oak. The Okafor.
Okafor.
Watch yourself there. And Rick having their fight. It was interesting because to me, I felt that they both would have been fine with being opted out at that point. I think Okafor gave Rick his chance, or if he was going to do it, he could have taken him out. And obviously, Rick was grabbing the pistol and being like, hey, if you're going to do it because I can't live like this. And they were both in that moment. And in the helicopter, Rick kind of opened up to him. Obviously, Oakford told his story when they were fighting, which was a huge, I don't want to call it an Easter egg, but a huge reveal for us. So just kudos to everybody for the story direction, the acting. This was obviously the best thing The Walking Dead has done in years. No pun with the title on that one, but an absolute banger. Can't wait for more.
Wow. I think if you go back and rewind and see Diamond Dave's reaction right at the end there, that kind of sums up how I felt about this particular episode. It's so many question marks. I know I wasn't on the reactions with these guys. I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of some of the spinoffs. I don't think I was quite as passionate about Diamond Dave. So you come into this and you hope, like, okay, we have Rick and Michonne back, like, please, you're like, please let this, be the story that, this universe and their fans deserve, really. Because it's a passionate, universe of fans. And look, we're talking upwards of a decade and a half now that people have been really invested in this. I mean, that's a long time, and we talk about like our parents' generation, these shows that people got like really invested into. You think of shows like, MASH and Dallas and Cheers. Dallas and Cheers, and these shows that ran for 10 years and the characters almost became like friends and family, in a matter of sorts. And so that's kind of like how it is with Walking Dead. And you just like, you hope that with, you could argue the two main characters. I can't say main, obviously you have Maggie and Negan. But obviously two of your more prominent characters. I think we can all agree that Rick was like your main character. With them back, you just hope that they did everything right. I'm going to just be real brief with the acting because everybody nailed it. I mean, I don't think we really need to dive too much into acting. We knew what we're getting with Rick Grimes and Michonne, Fantrand and I. Terry O'Quinn as General Beale. I mean, that guy's, I know him best from Lost, but I mean, he's a phenomenal actor. I think Leslie Ann Brandt, who played Pearl, did a great job. Craig Tate, who played Okafor, phenomenal. I'm really glad they did put in, frankly, Canonis as Esteban. A nice little comic relief that I think we needed. But the story is what really impressed me the most. Look, they have to catch us up, but advance. We only have 6 episodes, so you can't spend 3 of them being like, well, this is what Rick did in the past. I'm guessing we're going to get periodic flashbacks to things that had happened in this period, but this was like, okay, how do we give them a past, kind of wrap up of what happened? Obviously, they weren't going to show us 6 years of this. There was a lot of trials and tribulations that he went through, but I feel like they did a really good job. They talked about basically the process of becoming, citizens and stuff like that. I liked the explanation of why it was so secretive. And, you had Portland, you have Omaha, and you have here.
Omaha's gone.
Omaha's gone. Well, I had at the beginning. But look, I think the idea is that there's so much danger from the outside world. The more secrecy that you maintain within inside your city, the more safety that you have. So I think that's kind of the big thing. And obviously we're talking about the United States here, but we're not really sure what kind of global threats there are. Obviously you have a major logistic challenge with crossing oceans and stuff like that. But in any regard, they did a phenomenal job at telling this backstory. I was shocked that they took Rick's hand as fast as they did. I'm not going to say that I love it. I agree with kind of what these guys had said. Like, if you were going to do it in season 4. But the way they did it, I agree with Mason Quinn. Like, having a tether on somebody's wrist when you're going out and fighting walkers is probably like whatever. But if he tried escaping a couple times before, I could see them being like, okay, well, if you're going to go out, you have to wear this. So that's on you, not on us, But I like, if they were going to do it, I think that's about as good as they could have done it. I'm going to agree and kind of mirror what Diamond Dave had said. the one thing that they did give us with Rick. Now, Rick was a police officer before. Police officers get limited hand-to-hand combat training, and their firearm training, unless a police officer goes into SWAT or some sort of whatever, they're expected to be proficient with it, but it's limited, right? And so what we got Rick essentially turning into like a real, not just a badass, not just somebody who's brave and bold and is willing to put his life on the line. Now we have somebody who is a trained fighter. He's trained with, you can assume, multiple types of weapons and firearms. He can fly a helicopter,
and he's educated from military skill.
He has military training and stuff. And look, if they were gonna give him a prosthetic, it takes me back to Batman Begins. Does it come in black? And of course they made it look cool. So there's something to be said for that. But as far as taking the hand, they did it. They gave us a lot from the trailer in this particular episode, which I liked. It doesn't tease like, oh, remember that. I don't know if I want to say conflicted. I'm shocked about the way that Rick and Michonne...
The reunion.
That was brilliant.
It was. Brilliant. It really was. It was. Yeah. It was like... But,
I'll hold my...
So she's out there firing rockets at these helicopters. Just happens to be Rick that's flying it.
Happens.
He happens to be the one who survives. I'm conflicted, I guess, but at the same time, I love it. I love it because it got the oh, no way. Like you saw, like at first you just saw like the sword. No. And so the way they did it, it was brilliant. Now it's like, okay, where do we go moving forward? So they absolutely have us sucked in. I guess you don't know if something could be better when you're so happy with the way it was
just like, oh, thank
delivered.
But
with the way this was delivered, I honestly, I don't know. We talk about when we give scores to movies, what would we change? What would we do different? I think this was perfection. And I think, again, with some of the disappointments I've had with some of the spinoffs, just to get an episode where you were like, oh my God, like that was like,
where's this been?
I was just gonna.
Where's it been?
Yeah, I was just gonna touch on that with you. A lot of you probably know this too. With the spinoffs, Fear the Walking Dead specifically, they gave you such shit that it's just like this is so refreshing to be like, oh, great storytelling, and it does help with Rick Grimes and Michonne, right? But still, even with those two characters, they couldn't save shit writing. This was fantastic writing. It's by Rick, or it's by Andy, it's by Denai, and by Scott Gimple, according to their credits. So, man, I
will say I didn't mind Dead City, but I think a lot of it was saved by Maggie and Negan's acting. I mean,
it was solid. It was solid.
It was okay.
And Daryl Dixon was good because obviously Norman Reedus and the setting he was in.
Yeah, the fear is. Well, we'll leave that up to Dave. And I know it's not mentioned that much. I will say, like, I know Dave has his Fear the Walking Dead, which I struggled with as well. The World Beyond was very, very rough for me. To watch, and while I don't verbalize it as much as time, and just know that his pain with fear, I don't want to talk about it.
Let's not talk
I don't want to talk about it. But this was done. Daryl Dixon was done very, very well, and I mean very well. And like I said, I'll just go back to one last time. You figure, okay, it's Rick and Michonne. Please give us something good. But you have to imagine the writing crew wanted to give the fans good content. But I think, look, even sometimes just having a set of outside eyes, like if they're gonna let, and I'm sure that Andrew Lincoln and Denai were not unaware of the fan response to some of the other shows. And they were like, look, this is our
we can't miss
this is our baby. Obviously they've done other projects.
Well, even just take that out, right? Everyone on this show, from all the way from the water guy all the way up to the head top, know how the fans care for, especially for Rick and Michonne.
Yeah, because if they mess this up, nothing they've done in the last decade plus matters if this gets screwed up. It'll always be remembered as the show that botched itself towards the end.
Right, and I think, like, when you, I'm guessing as a movie writer, an actor, and everything, look, they're making their money. It's a career thing. Maybe they're not as passionate as it about the fans are, but, like, there has to be something said when this is all said and done for legacy. I mean, because when we're talking, it's weird to live in the times when you're talking about most popular shows of all time, right? I mean, when we think, you guys brought up Cheers, and you know, I bring up MASH because it's, you know, my parents' generation, but this is going to go down as one of the most popular shows of all time, The Walking Dead universe. And you hate to think like, oh, you know, they did great when they started, but then they just completely shit the bed 3 ways from Sunday, and you know, the fans were just left like, meh. And it's not even like, you know, I know you guys, did you or did you not watch Sopranos?
I did, yeah.
So Sopranos, and not to spoil it for Dave, because, you know, if we do it for the channel, it ended controversially, but it wasn't like a progressive, it ended controversially.
But it wasn't stayed on a high.
It wasn't a progressive shitting of the bed until people were just like, whatever, I'm done. And this really feels like, I'm not going to say people are going to just forgive, you know, what happened, but I think if this level of writing keeps going forward, it's almost like a revival of the fans. Like, instead of going in like, oh, I hope it's okay, like, because that's kind of how I got, you know, it was like, okay, I hope this one's not terrible. And now I'm going to go into this next episode, and as sure as these guys are, with excitement and anticipation.
Yeah, because that level of excitement that you had for the early episodes of Walking Dead, it was a Sunday event for so many people around the world. Like, you were there on a Sunday, and that was in a time where streaming services were either not available at all or just in their infancy. You were maybe getting CDs in the mail through Netflix. I mean, think about how much TV has changed since Walking Dead started to where it is now. So that's an incredible change and something they've had to live through. And Oak, I'm glad you brought all that stuff up. The one thing that I'm glad they touched on real quick is with Rick not having his hand. That was a gripe of mine, like I said, but I do like how they addressed it when Rick had the grenade. He pulled the pin. I can't put the pin back in. Now what do I do? And I like how they showed that, because it did show that there will be problems going forward. He's not going to be Herschel sprinting across the field, you know, at Olympic level with a prosthetic leg. I hope they're going to show there are difficulties with this that he's going to have to endure. And 6 episodes, a lot of story to pack in.
Yeah, there was a lot of good little things in there. That was one of them. You know, the details of, like, showing again the glass to the neck. That again reminded me of season 1, Rick under the tank. Lord Carl, I'm sorry, but then saw the hole, right? Here it was just him thinking back again. And it was great to hear the story that Rick gave about his dad. I was really hoping
they mentioned the brother.
Maybe they'll introduce that again, or maybe they just won't. I don't know.
Who knows?
But at this point, you're doing the callbacks to the comics anyway with the hand gone. Why not just throw in Rick's brother? Either way, if you don't, I'm happy. Also, with the Okafor, I cannot wait to see what the episode 2, well, the rest of them, to see that domino effect. Mm-hmm. I really feel like, right now in this moment anyway, that Okafor really still needed to be around for Rick for a couple things to kind of come in play, because now that he's out, like, I can't wait to see what's going to happen now.
Well, I mean, because I assume that helicopter or Rick or the other soldiers have some kind of GPSs on them, some kind of location devices,
he hit that
which
thing,
Rick hit. So now they know
they're coming.
Where they are. They're coming. How do Rick and Michonne get out of this situation? I'm sure that's
well.
What
I mean, my initial thought, like, okay, so they're going to come and they're going to track them down, and you have a couple of the deceased guys, you know, it's like, I wonder if he's not going to do the same thing where, like, I need to put my uniform,
make him think it was,
I need to put my uniform on a walker, give him the dog tags. Obviously you have to burn them so his face isn't the same.
Well, if you remember back to the trailer, and I'm not spoiling anything here, because I'm sure, well, if you made it to this point in the review, great, but you probably also saw the trailer where Michonne does have a jacket on of CRM.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously, I'm predicting here that eventually Rick's like, hey, go away. let me get you somehow over here. I need to go over here. That kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Rick's going. I don't think they're meeting up yet because then.
I think there's 0% chance Rick tells Michonne to go anywhere. I think whatever they're doing it together.
Could be.
In these episodes.
Yeah, I don't.
After that period of time and everything that Rick went through and Michonne's search.
I just don't know how, with how locked down CRM is, how he's going to just walk her
Well,
right in
you know
without.
what they'll do, Dave? They'll just build an airplane or make a hot air balloon out of a beer bottle balloon. I'm sure that's how they'll get
How
away.
dare you compare that to fucking fear?
or a steam engine to go down the river.
But either way, we're really looking forward to episode 2. Again, congrats all to the first episode. Phenomenal job. Cannot wait for episode 2. If you did have any gripes, please let us know, respectfully, of course, in the comments, so we can gain a little perspective that may or may not change our views. So, or let us know what you love too.
Yep.
We always appreciate that.
Hey, we're all happy that Walking Dead is back on an elite level. So for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. We will see you right back here